So, since God did not want me to hate that individual or fantasize about that individual, I just simply started to embrace that individual and the emotions and feelings that I had for him. And it got me to start thinking about what it is that I really want out of life, in a relationship, partnership, career. Like, how do I want everything to actually look? Where do I actually want to see myself? And that's where I began to start writing down, like, in every specific area, how I want my house to look, car, marriage, husband, all the qualities and all that good stuff. I started to really take some time to reflect on what it is that I truly want out of life. And so again, I'm still doing all this healing work within myself, a lot of reflective work within myself here. And I remember, so again, this was about November of 2020. So then December of 2020 hit. And everyone was hyping up. I don't know if it was the Lions Gate or Lions Portal or something going on in December. And they was hyping it up bad on social media. So I began to go to YouTube University to kind of check out what is it that these people are hyping up, what they're talking about, like what's happening in the world. And so I'm sitting here just looking up some videos, and then on a recommended I see my initials, DF to DM, or DM to DF, and karmic to DF, and all this other stuff. And it kept on, like, I ignored it for a while, but it kept on appearing in the recommended. So I finally clicked it, and it was a tarot video. I don't know nothing about tarot. And so how this lady was doing it is like she was having a conversation between DF and DM. And so I thought it was funny because I'm like, this sounds kind of like me, how I would talk, basically. And so then I started watching more videos, and then I was like, wait a minute, like, what is happening? It became a little invasive. So then I started testing the waters. Like, again, I'm very connected. I know people's intentions. So I'll try to get myself involved with people or whatever. Not, I know they ain't worth nothing, but it's just to trick the energies of tarot, just to see if it's following my life or whatever not. And I'm like, it's very invasive. Because then it was just very detailed to the point of my employment, detailed to the point. It was one lady she was talking about, because I was going out of town to celebrate my dad's birthday, and she knew the details. It was a snowstorm going on, and how I was basically going to deliver him some drugs or whatever not. And I'm sitting here thinking everybody can't be doing the same thing. We all just collectively thought okay, we all finna go out of town to give our father drugs for his birthday. That's everybody on the same boat. That's what everybody doing. So it was very invasive, honestly. And I ain't gonna lie, I really didn't like that, because all up in my business. And now at this time, me and God, we cool. We talk. I was really spending a lot of time in meditation and prayer, at least 2 hours when I woke up, 2 hours when I went to sleep, always in meditation and prayer. And so when these videos appear, when I got into tarot, it's like I felt like they was a valid source. It's like, oh, you already know how me and God would be communicating and what God be telling me to do. So instead of me going directly to source, I could just watch your videos and you just let me know what's going on. And I became dependent on tarot. It's like I still made time, because it was a habit of mine to, speak with God and meditate with God. But it's like I made a lot more time for tarot, and it really influenced a lot of my choices and decisions, because if I had questions, concerns, or whatever not, or needed to know something or wanted to know something, I go straight to tarot. Tarot gonna tell me. I ain't gotta try to figure it out. I ain't gotta try to, put on my spidey senses. I ain't gotta do none of that. Why? Because tarot already know. Okay? And so again, I consider tarot a reliable source. So when tarot said quit your job, I was like, I guess it's time to quit my job. I was already feeling the vibes like, I'm over it. It's time to go. And I associated what tarot was telling me with what, God wanted me to do because, again, I deemed tarot as a reliable source. And me and God, we cool. I trust God. So I'm a very obedient in what God asks me to do. And so if God say do something, I'm going to do it. No questions asked. So when tarot said quit my job, listen, I made my plans. I put in my lease was coming up. I ended up putting my 2 weeks in. And I decided I'm going to just go ahead and move back home with moms. Because I guess that's what I'm supposed to do, right?